What's happening, everybody? Happy New Year, and most importantly, happy birthday to my wife. This is Jenny's birthday. It's not just Happy New Year, it's her birthday. And as someone who has a birthday on January 1st, who always gets the shaft, we thought we would do a show in honor of my lovely and talented wife. And let's make some cocktails today. What do you think about that? So these are the top 5 Jenny cocktails. These are Jenny's favorites from the last year and a half of this show. I know my lighting is a little weird. Let me see if I can. These are her probably top 5 cocktails from the show that started a year and a half ago or whenever it was when the pandemic started. So the first one is my interpretation, a riff on the French 75. So we're calling it the French 69 because she was born in 69. So fine. All right, so we're gonna do a little peach. Usually I do elderflower liqueur, but we're doing peach liqueur today because that's what I have. So we're gonna do 3/4 of that, and we're gonna do some grapefruit. Jenny loves grapefruit. So we got some fresh grapefruit juice. It was a Squoze, but I think it's from Trader Joe's. It's from some good place, and it tastes really good. And then we just need a little bit of lemon juice, probably half an ounce of lemon juice. Get that bad boy in there. And then we got to do 1 ounce of gin. 1 ounce of gin in our French 69. So fine. All right, we're going to drop that in. Romine. Her maiden name was Romine, so she was Romine 69. All right, there you go. So fine. All right. And then we got the vintage. We're going to put it in a 1969 cup. That's what we got. All right, so got a little ice. There we go. Whoa! Okay, you know, if you've never made one of those, I'm knocking shit over. This is a big day. It's a good day. So we're going to shake that up. Oh, you guys. Okay, never mind. I got it. So, this, let me do a little shake. Little birthday shake. All right, so this is how you make a French 75. So what we do, we toss that in, and the original cocktail, the French 75, is named after a cannon, a 75 millimeter cannon, which knocked people on their ass. And so, you guys, the French 75 as a cocktail, you've got to watch out, you guys. You got to watch out. Usually, the French 75 is served in a champagne glass, but my baby likes it on the rocks. So we're gonna top it with one of her favorite champagne style beverages. This is the Wien's Amour de l'Orange, so orange love. And we're gonna do a little stirry stir. I guess I'll use this knife because I don't know where the hell my stirry stirs went. And then let's do a little grapefruit, a little grapefruit garnish. We're going to have a couple of cocktails that are going to have a grapefruit garnish because grapefruit is one of her favorite deals. We're going to wipe this on top. And we got the French 69. Let me do a little taste. Oh! I think I did good on this one, honey. It's peach. It's grapefruit. It's love. It's got a little bit of booze in it. It's good. So, what's next? So that is... That's the French 69. And then the next one, you guys, I'm super proud of this one. Pretty much all of these are Shetland originals. This is something called the Xena. One of the, okay. So Deb says it looks good. All right, so we'll stay with that. Thank you, Josh, for the technical assistance. So, let's see. Last Thanksgiving, we went to Arizona, and we met our good friends who had... My dad says it's worse with the light. All right, so, you know, who knows? Well, we're going to try off for a little bit because the phone has a little bit decent lighting. And I like to lean in like this, and I don't want the reflection on my bald head. So that's all right. It's all good. It's all good. We'll just roll with it. I don't know what's up with the streak. You guys see the streaks on my lights? We got some God lights coming in. I don't know what.
Your old shitty phone.
Yeah, it could be. It could be my old shitty phone. I know it's her birthday, but I may need to get myself a new phone. Anyway, so the next cocktail is called the Xena. It is named after our friend's beautiful sort of gray pit bull. She's a beautiful, beautiful dog. And so this is kind of like a Greyhound, okay? It's kind of like a Greyhound. So we are going to start with, and this is my own creation. The original specs are kind of like a Greyhound, all right? But again, grapefruit. My honey likes grapefruit, and she also likes cucumbers. So I have my own grapefruit liqueur. My graphic designer son is cringing at my shitty label right now, but this is it's okay, it's okay. So we got a grapefruit liqueur that I have also been infusing with some cucumber, and we are going to do an ounce of that as our sweetening agent instead of simple syrup. So we're going to drop an ounce of that. So it's kind of like originally I made this with like sort of a lemon cucumber water, but it's way better when you put more alcohol in it. Okay, so we're going to drop that in there. And then we're going to use a cucumber forward gin, Hendrick's gin. Look, I flipped the image the correct way. So we're going to drop some, how much do we want? Ounce and let's just go an ounce of Hendrick's. I don't want to go overboard on this. Hendrick's is pretty strong. It's 90 proof, 88 proof. So I don't want to go overboard on that. And then we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of fresh grapefruit juice. So it's kind of like a Greyhound kind of a thing. I was abusing with some cucumber. Okay. All right. Listen, folks, I know. So I know some of the stuff as it comes through. It's pretty hilarious. Welcome to your world, my world. Okay, and then half an ounce of lemon. We're just gonna put a little lemon in there, and then it does need a little tiny bit sweetener. So I've got a little bit of simple syrup in there. Demerara simple syrup. It's actually low sugar simple syrup. We're gonna shake this bad boy up, and then I figured this out. We're gonna serve it in a Nick and Nora glass, which is gonna make it all beautiful. So we're gonna get our serving glass ready. Give it a little high shake. Mix everything up real good. All right. Knock that bad boy across and down and over, and we're gonna strain it into our Nick and Nora glass, and then we are going to top it with some fresh grapefruit. Take that right to the wash line. Got our dump bucket over here. We're going to rinse. I see the real bartenders do this right away. They rinse their shit right away. They're like, rinse your shit right away so you can make the next cocktail while it's sitting in there getting ready to go. Then we gonna take a little bit of some grapefruit. Hello. Okay, we're going to squiddy that, express it across, and we're going to place it right on top. Here we go. The Zena. Cheers. Jenny's favorite cocktail number 2. Dude. I'm pretty proud of that. I hope she likes that. I think that's really lovely balanced with grapefruit and gin. They go, I got an oh yeah from the lovely birthday girl. All right, this next one. Okay, so this next one is called Romulan Ale. But we're also calling it the Door Knocker. We're not going to give a lot of details away, but let's just say that during, I don't know when it was a little while ago, and there was an evening where it was supposed to be just me and Jenny. You know, it was Jenny because our boys, they're both over 21, and they went to go have some fun. Okay, so long story short, they had a little too much fun, and we got a knock at 3 o'clock in the morning saying, your children have partied a little bit too much, and they need a little bit of assistance. And so, okay, no, it was like 3 in the morning. It was really early, and so anyway, we turned off our phones. And went to sleep. Actually, she's right. Because we went to bed. No, we went to bed at 11. We got the door knocker. Oh, no, that was the toilet problem at 3 a.m. Anyway, there were a lot of crazy shit that happened over there, you guys, at West Ocean. So basically, it's the front desk. We used to have a front desk in our old bougie place that we used to live in. This place is kind of bougie, but that place is really bougie. They had a front desk person, you know, like in New York, the whole bit. And they're like, your son is trying to get a hold of you because they need a ride or whatever. And so we got woken up. And it was because I made one too many of these cocktails that you are about to see. And so it's called Romulan Ale. I had to make my own blue curacao. I know my son is cringing once again with the shittiest label upon shittiest label. But there's how you do it. So it's, yeah. So this is basically a margarita, you guys, that I'm trying to make. And we're going to use a 1 ounce of, I made my own blue curacao, which just is a It is a blue food coloring tinted orange liqueur. That's all this is. And I made it all by myself. All right, so we got that. And then an ounce of tequila reposado. Ounce of that. It's just equal parts. Equal parts tequila, equal parts blue curacao. I might put a little extra in there. Dink, 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 dink. Might need just a little bit of simple, so I'm just going to toss like 1/4 ounce of simple in there just to sweeten that bad boy up a little bit. And then we need some lime juice. Ounce of lime. You know, the original margarita specs, you guys, are not super complicated. Equal parts of curacao, lime, and tequila. There's really not much to it. All right. So we're going to give this a nice hard shake. Whoa! Woo!
Party foul.
Strike two!
Shit is slippery. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Oh my god.
There's a lot of shit up there
Slippery.
too!
I know. Woo! Got some new friends on the show tonight. Andy Magana is probably going, fellow band director's like, Shetland, what the hell are you doing? Oh no, this is my little habit, my little hobby that I picked up during the pandemic, and I just couldn't put it away. So for all the Star Trek fans in there, this is very much Romulan Ale-esque. Did we do some spillage? All right, so let's give it. So she loved this one, and this was definitely a cocktail. We're also calling this the door knocker because it was a night of severe debauchery a couple years ago.
Yes. I remember.
Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Why do we have all these, like, do you guys see the God rays? I don't know what's going on with my... Let me see if I can wipe the camera a little bit. I don't know what's going on here, you guys. We're getting these, like... It's really weird. Okay, that's a little bit better. No, I just think it wasn't clean. All right, what do you think, my love? All right, so she's going to check out the Romulan Ale. Yeah, she likes that one. All right, good times. We got 2 more. So the next one is called 16 Candles. If you've ever seen 16 Candles, here's the deal. There's a scene, like the beginning of the movie, and the main character, Molly Ringwald, I don't remember what the character's name is, doesn't matter, but she's sitting there, and basically, it's her birthday. It's her 16th birthday. It's an important birthday, and no one remembers that it's her birthday. The family is just doing their thing and whatever, and they're just going through the scene, and then she sits there, and she looks at the camera, and she breaks the fourth wall, and she says, I can't believe they fucking forgot my birthday. And I've always felt like, you know, I've known this lady a long time, and I've always felt like she always gets a shaft on January 1st, because, like, everyone's hammered from the night before. It's like, here's your Christmas / birthday present, whatever. So that, I hope you guys understand, that is the whole point of today's show, to honor this amazing woman and make sure she has a great birthday today, okay? So, this cocktail, it used to be called Too Soon, but during the pandemic, we called it the, forgive my language for anyone who's under 21, we called it the fuck Zoom, because we're over Zoom. I can't even look at that. We can't even look at that icon anymore. And so now, I'm calling it the 16 Candles. So, this is a pretty great cocktail, and it's pretty easy to make, provided you have this bit of loveliness called Chinar. It looks like Cynar, but it's Chinar. This is an artichoke expressed liqueur. So it's sweet, but it's also bitter. So it's if you combine this stuff, so the great Sam Ross created this cocktail. I guess at Milk and Honey or Attaboy or wherever it was he was working at the time, they trying to get this in the frame. They had too much of this stuff, so they had a case of this stuff, and the head bartender said, "All right, challenge." Anyone that creates a cocktail with this Chinar stuff and it gets on the menu, $100 cash bonus. Like, duh! So they all went and did it. And so he created this, and I've put my own little spin on it. We've been making this cocktail for a couple of months and have done a couple of, backyard, parties and stuff. And we've had a blast, and this went over really well. So it's all equal parts. So it's kind of like a paper plane specs, where you got equal parts of each thing. So 3/4 of each thing. 3/4 Chinar. I'm going to use a honey syrup that's got a little ginger in it instead of simple. And it does The original specs called for like muddled orange, but we found that just straight up orange juice works really great too. So we're gonna go 3/4 orange juice, 3/4 lemon, and then just some gin. There's nothing to it. It's a really simple, very refreshing cocktail. It's provided you can find Chinar. Total Wine & More. I'm not represented by them yet, but you know, Total Wine & More. They got everything, you guys. And just need a little bit of ice. And we're gonna serve this one in a coupe. Now, you guys, usually I chill my glasses whenever I'm making cocktails. I just put some ice in there, put some water, let it sit, let it chill while you're mixing your cocktail, and then you'll have a nice chilled out cocktail glass ready to go. We don't have as much freezer space as we used to, so we don't keep them in the freezer anymore. But it just gives you the best quality results. So check that out. All right, so take this bad boy up. The 16 candles. I'm gonna add one little flourish to this today. So at the end of the movie, the main character is in love with this jock boy that she can't, like, you know, get him to notice her. And so at the very end, she gets to hang out, and they having like a little cupcake, whatever. So I thought I would do a flaming garnish on this. So let me
For Jake Ryan?
yeah. So I'm soaking a crouton in 151, which is flammable. And so we're gonna try to turn this into a birthday cake for my wife, provided it may flame up, it may not, we'll see. Let's see.
Oh, you blew it out.
I blew out the crouton. Let's put some more 151 on there. Shit.
I should be blowing it out.
Yeah. Happy birthday, honey. Did it turn out good? Ooh, she likes that one. All right, one more. This last one is important to our family. This is called the Penicillin. Penicillin was also created by, it was either Sam Ross or some other rad New York cocktail guy, and it's a variation on what's called the Gold Rush. So it's like a whiskey sour, but it uses honey syrup. But this one uses a honey ginger syrup. And then we used to live in Belmont Shore, and we used to go to this place called Saint and Second, and the bartender there taught me how to make a really ginger bomb version of this same cocktail. So, ooh, you guys, can I have a big rock from the freezer, please? Is there any way you guys in the peanut gallery could get me a big rock for the freezer? So, I've got a bunch of fresh ginger that I have dropped in there, and the original specs. Thank you. Perfect. Drop it in. The original specs for the perfect. The original specs call for blended Scotch, so it's like blended Scotch, so it's kind of smoky kind of a deal, and then it's also got a little bit of Lafroig, which is a super like peaty, smoky Scotch on top. So I see that our friends Jim and Cheryl are watching. So Cheryl, I know you're a Scotch lady, but I don't know if you know like the sweetness or whatever, but this one might be for you. So what you want to do is put your blended Scotch in there with your, I chunked up some fresh ginger and just put that in your mixing glass, and you know you can use a a mason jar with dude, I did this particular cocktail with a mason jar like for the first year before I got any of this fancy stuff off of Amazon, you guys. So all right, so we got that in there. We got our honey ginger syrup. So this is honey syrup that has also been blended. Basically, you take a bunch of ginger and you put it in a pot, and you put a bunch of honey in there, and you put some water and you boil it up, and it makes this honey ginger love. And then some lemon juice, ounce of that. So it's basically whiskey sour specs. Not super complicated, but super yummy. And then we're gonna do a float of our of some Lafroig on top, which is a very peaty, single malt scotch on top. This was the cocktail that started this whole thing. It was the very first cocktail that we made on our show. Yeah, it might be too sweet for you. The other thing maybe you could do, Cheryl is commenting on the syrup, you know, because I know she doesn't like real sweet cocktails. Her favorite is scotch and soda in a bucket. I know that's your thing, but maybe just, you know, a little of the ginger, you know, muddle the ginger and see. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, tempt you. You know, you're a very established person. So anyway, so we're gonna drop this bad boy in there, and then we're gonna do a float so you can see how beautiful this is. And then we're gonna float some Lafroig on top. This is an Isla single malt. This is one of the smokiest, peatiest. So they take the barley and they put the barley on this thing and they smoke peat moss below it, and they roast the barley with peat moss, and they smoke it out before they turn it into whiskey, and it's very pungent and very strong. So by itself, it's a lot. It's a little bit too much, but in this particular cocktail, we think it's fantabulous. And then I've got a little bit of that fresh ginger that I'm gonna try to put on the side there, and I'd like to give this a sip before I hand it over. The penicillin, it most certainly cures what ails you. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Oh, baby. Woo! Oh my gosh.
Damn.
Oh, woo! All right, well, that's the top 5 of Jenny's favorite cocktails. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy birthday to an amazing person. And I hope you guys all have a great 2022. And we'll see you next time. Peace.